Hello everybody, welcome back to Archangulus Gaming. Archangulus here bringing you some more Space Engineers and the Heaven's Gate Survival series. Alright guys, before I begin, remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, leave us that nice comment below. Alright guys, Merry Christmas Eve. It is the 24th of December 2023 and I think today we're going to be building a mining vessel, and I mean a proper mining vessel. As good as the rust bucket is as a slimline when it catches up for the Heaven's Gate, we need something bigger, we need something beefier, we need something meaner, and we need something that can actually do its own processing. Alright guys, before I do that, one other thing I have done is I have worked on the hangars. As you can see, it's opening by itself. Or is it? It's just a small automated sensor. Just quickly to show you what I've done. It's upside down. So first things first, if you are going to use one of these jobbies, make sure you get it the right way up. Read the warning sign. That'll tell you which way is up. Because as you can see, it's upside down. Alright guys, so as you can see, I've set it to be right 30, left 30. So from this point here, all the way to each side of the hangar, and one tile either side. That's what this is doing. 25 meters to the bottom of the, to the tile on the bottom. Back of extent, put that as back 0 so it doesn't keep on trying to leave the hangar door open when there's something in the hangar. Front extend, so basically it sticks out this way about 50 meters. So if I go back this way, eventually we get to a point around about, where's it going to stop and open again? So about there-ish is where the hangar will open, so it's a case of going slow with whatever we're going to park in here later on. But that's the simple way of doing it, and I'm going to have another one over this way, so it's like a one-way system. So simple as. But that's pretty much what I started on with this morning. I worked on oh yeah, I also worked on this hydroponics farm to be able to get oxygen to the base. But for now, let's start with getting some supplies together and start building. Oh, I've really got it all together anyway. Sorry, my mistake. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, wrong one. Let's choose a colour first, and then we can extend out from this wall. Yeah, it's going to build some of it, but I'm okay with that. What should we have? Not frozen armour. We've already tried that. Although it looks cool. Sci-fi silver. I suppose war-torn would be a good one. I mean, after all, we've been, we're taking it through an asteroid. It's going to get ripped apart quite a lot, so we'll use that one. Actually, what colour? Let's think. Yeah, let's keep it in our yellow as well. Yeah, so we're keeping it within the same colour scheme as it stands at the moment. Yeah, do it from that point there. Oh, not sure where that came from. Okay, so we've got something to work from. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to start with the means of being able to process all of the ore. I mean, after all, we get that in place, everything else will then fall into place from there. So I want quite a few of these in place so that we can so I'm thinking five on each side of the ship. So 4 and 5. Then we'll slam on some yield modules. Right. So it's sort of going to be our basis for everything that we do. I mean, because we need to be able to process the ore swiftly as we're mining through. We are also going to need probably a ton of storage for this beast as well. So let's bring this out a bit more. And let's bring in some, bring in some large cargo. Yeah, that way around, and yeah, starting there. That's one pass that way, but there we go. Right. So that's given us, so that's 7 cargo units, and we've already got an idea on the baseline for the other side there. Right, okay. So now we can flip that over, make sure we've got 2 unit space. There we go. Right. Come on. Okay, let's start from here. Get one in, and then we can easily oops. Oh wow, being able to see that already, that's pretty spectacular. But honestly, I think we're going to want more storage, because we're going to be mining deep, mining fast, and we're going to want to be able to keep everything in check. So I think let's tie everything together first, because we've got one gap there. So what we can then do is, yeah, we can work in this one as a baseline. There we go. Now it's not going to be in line for all of them. So for example, that one there is not in line. Neither is that. That one is. So I might as well have that one in place there as well. Oops. Alright, so that's now holding everything together. Because what I want to now do, so if I get rid of those, I can now put in an extra row of cargo containers. As you can see, that's going to give us so much ability to be able to mine a lot, process it, and then also return back to base with. Sweet. Okay. I think next thing I'm going to do, once I get some energy, so I think I'm going to create the deck. Because we are going to need to create somewhere for us to command from. Right. And then we're going to need to also have the drilling rig at the front of this thing. So what I'm thinking is going to need to have some way of being able to inspect, get out and inspect stuff. So got a corridor here, so this will go down the length of the ship. Bit too much. One more. Alright, there we go. So it creates like a walkway around for us. Sort of creates almost the outer regions of the ship as well. Right, let's have a gander at what we've done over here, just to get an idea of how big we want to be. Come on, computer. It's because I'm recording this video at the same time. It doesn't like it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's at least 14 wide. Because that's 3. That's 3. So that'll be 3. So that's 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, sorry. Because we want at least one either side. So we could make that 15 wide. Okay, the other thing I'm going to add, because I'm doing this using mods, is going to be the sifters. Now, where on earth have they been put? Do you know, I still can't find them. I'm not sure where they've been, what it's been placed under. Right. But yeah, we'll grab some of these in here as well. Do it that way around. And then for these, we can then also put in the put on some modules to increase their effectiveness. Right. Oh, that was actually more by chance than design. I'll be honest with you on this one. I might do. Whenever I lied to you guys. Be honest with you on this one. What am I thinking? What am I tripping on? I can't even drink alcohol because I'm allergic to the stuff. I don't do anything else on top of that, mind you. Alright. Let's get these in place. No, go where I asked you to go, not where you think you want to go. Right. So we've got the sifters in place. So that'll deal with any gravel issues we got. Give us more materials than we need. Okay, so I think it's now time to add in some corridors because I want to make this more of a sealed unit. I'm going to use the passage 3. Ugh. I'm really struggling to speak today. Passage 3 windowed down this length here. Way. We can add in some more passage windows there as well, just to be able to see where we're going. Maybe do that at the back as well. Whoops. Get rid of that one. And then also add one. Oh, no. We don't want that there, do we? No, that one there, we want... No, that's got to be more than just a T-junction. That's got to be a cross there and there. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Actually, let's do that now. I'll show you what I'm thinking. We go... Right, O2 tank. Doors. Okay. Is doesn't really matter which way around that is. That one that way, that one that way. And you're not going to like it, are you? Okay. I think the easiest way of doing this would be the obvious. So that's our way in and out. And then we can have maybe an oxygen tank can sit in here above these corridors. So let's do the same on this. Yeah, it was that way around. So we've got somewhere to land coming on the approach in, and somewhere to take off from. We now got somewhere to go from. Right. Actually, I don't think I need them. Right, let's grab the O2 tanks. Right, because what I'm going to do here... Oh, I also need the podium. There it is. Button panel. Not that one. Definitely not. Yeah, we just want a simple button. One that does depressurize on and off. Simple as that. Next thing we're going to need is air vent. So go for a more ruggedized version. Let's see, which way around should we put it? Yeah, I feel that's going to be good. Have it the same way on both sides. Right. Right, 6 corridor piece. Right, so for this then I'm going to use the reinforced, create like a section there like that. So basically what it would do is you've got the air tanks there. They're taking some of the oxygen. I mean, I could turn those into conveyor ports as well, but then it's going through the these blocks here. It's going to come out and it's going to feed then into the command section here, and then we're going to have like our huge drill array. Before we do that, let's grab some life essential resources. While we have an opportunity and a swig of drink. Summer fruits, gotta love it. Come on, stop bouncing off the walls. I know I'm insane, but let's not prove it to the world all the time. I don't hide that ever. Okay. Right, so the next obvious question is, how are we going to do this? Because we want to have a command section. We won't be able to see much of what's going on. So, right, let's build something out. Oh, man, it's still playing. Okay. As you can see, I've added in some catwalks as well. Sorry, I forgot to make mention of that earlier. Just to sort of finish this room off a bit. Okay, so let's add that in. I want that to be a corridor. I want at least a 4x room here. So let's add in a few more there. Right, so that's going to be a door. Whoops. No, wrong one. Oh, I don't have doors. I must have taken that out. Stupid. There we go. Yeah. Decisions. Yeah, so we do that there. Right, let's finish off this corridor before we get too carried away with other things. Okay. Corner there. We're going to have a corner there. And a section with lights, I suppose, there and there. Okay. No, I won't do the back for just now, yet. I'm sort of making this all up as I go along, by the by, if you guys haven't already established that from the countless episodes that we've done together so far. Right, so that's going to create that back wall. And we are going to need some reinforced sections of air vent. Would be nice there, followed by probably that would be a good starter for 10, and then we can start adding on drills on the front. Where have you gone? There you gone. Come on, catch up with me. Thank you. Right, so this one here we can take out. I'm going to take it out two units beyond each side, because as we found from our other mining ship, it's, you know, the rust bucket, it can get a little tight sometimes in some of these caverns that we make. We're going to need that little extra room to play. Plus the fact that we haven't even discussed thrust yet at the moment. That's going to be interesting and fun to somehow work into all of this. Right. Then this will come down to and then that will extend out. Okay, so that's given us sort of a snapshot. So command chair would be best situated around about there, in my view. So then when we're seated, we can see straight out of there. I mean, what we can do is we could also add a little camera on there so we can actually zoom in on things if we want to as well, which I think I'm going to do anyways. So, because I've always found that there are times where I do need to zoom in. Being able to see things sometimes can help. Now that's under remote control. So we'll add that in there. Nice and neat like. When it comes to the remote control system itself, I mean, yeah, we could probably add one of those blocks in. We'll add that in there, because that's then obviously behind one of those drills there, so it's all mounted in place. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a little bit of a piece. I'm going to add in a piece there, so it's like it sort of extends out from there, if you will. I mean, it doesn't really do anything, but it's just something I want to do. Okay. Yeah, viewports I think is now the next crucial juncture. It's like, what do we do? Let's see. Could use a half window. We could use the bridge window sloped. Again. Or where is it? I always lose the other one. There it is. Yeah. Let's put it in 4. Yeah, that is too restrictive, isn't it? So yeah, let's do something like this. I mean, and then here, oh bugger, yeah, but we don't have a bit for that, do we? Shish kebabs. Okay. That don't work. So maybe it will have to be the half window. If it isn't one thing, it's always another, innit? But saying that, what I could do is do something. Where is it? Or of akin to. Oh, good. Alright, well, we need to get some energy anyway. Might as well get us some girders while we're at it as well. I think you'll see what I'm trying to do here in a minute once I've got this all in place. So we do that. Then that will create like a fully sealed bridge all the way around. Now technically speaking, yeah, we don't need to have this section here. That one we can replace with just a single light armoured panel. That'll create our vacuum seal that we probably will need. And from here we can just sling a roof on top. Right, and that's our command deck. Probably we have to put some lighting in there in a bit, but okay. Got access ways up here. Got a way in out here. Now where's that part I'm thinking of? Yes. Right, so that would be air vent full port. Starboard. Bridge. Okay. Oops. Okay. So far, that's the ship. Now, we've got to now fit in propulsion systems and power systems. Now for that, got so many choices. Right, I'm thinking a reactor in this thing. You know, this is big enough. I think we're going to we're going to need some additional help. So I'm thinking an old school Star Trek style warp core, maybe. Sort of maybe there. So what we can then do, we take that item there. Turn that into a conveyor port there. No, there's a corner. Straight section there. Reactor core there. Oh, I've just had an idea. And if this works, this would actually look quite impressive. As long as I can get it right, and that is a jump drive straight smack bang underneath. Sort of like that. And then have maybe one either side, so we've got the range to be able to go anywhere. Now, next thing we're obviously going to need is we're going to need somewhere to store all of our power. Now, I said this ship was exactly going to be small, didn't I? Right, there we have it. And then we'll have a space in here. And even though we don't really need it, we'll have a rod coming out there. And then we want some engines. I'm going to go for the sci-fi large engines. I love these things. I mean, as much as I do also like the other engines, these are by far, in my opinion, the best looking engines in the game. Yeah, let's have a row of the small grid ones. Definitely have right, that's going to be like way more thrust that we're going to need. At least I speculate that it's going to be way more thrust that we're going to need, but it's going to look awesome. Okay. Right, so we've got that all in place, and the idea is really starting to take on form. I mean, God blimey, she's going to be half the size of the Heaven's Gate at this rate. Okay, next thing we're going to need is dorsal and ventral thrust. I'm thinking about taking a hell of a lot of it. Why not? I mean, this is a big ship and it's going to need a big amount of power to move it one way or another. So we're going to need something similar on the tail end. So I'm thinking let's have it widen out slightly at the back, you know, a bit. Something like that, maybe. Or is that going to be too high? That's the same height. So it's 4 big ones up, 4 big ones down. Gonna have to figure out a way of slowing down though. This is going to be the interesting one. So I think it doesn't like that. Ah. Haha. Problem with that at the moment is we can't finish that off until we find a way of moving that. Great. Okay. I mean, it's a brilliant idea because I think that'll be enough distance that we don't torch the. Because what's that? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. Don't think we're going to torch it. He says, hopefully, maybe. Right, if that's going to be that there, that's going to be like that. So we move this by going like that. And then go one, two. Alright. So far, so good. Energy time. Alright, now all we need is the sideways motion. I'm starting to think that's probably going to be the best place to put it. Ding dong darn it. Every time I think I'm putting things in the right place, I find out I'm putting it in the wrong place. Okay, here. Oops. Actually, you know what? Let's leave that in because we do need to start bulking this up anyway. So 7. There we go. So we've got one there. We could potentially get another one there. So let's build a bit of that up. Make sure we don't get that in front of our... There we go. Sorry, just hitting the wrong keys there. I'll start filling this out. Alright, so intrinsically speaking, we've got 4 in every direction now. We've got 4 up, 4 left, 4 right, 4 down, 4 front, 4 back. Now we've got to start thinking about, again, go back into thinking about drill heads and their locations. I think that's right. Right, so that's 2 either side, so I need to go 4 each way more. Okay, so basics in terms of widths is done. Now for the height. We want to go 2 more down. So we are going to have an underhang on this one as well. And I think the overhang as well on this one. No. Top's going to be fine. Wow, that's a lot of drill heads. So If we don't decimate everything that we come across, I'd like to know why. As long as I don't do what I did the other day and decimate half the base by driving straight into it. Still find that hysterical even today. I mean, couldn't believe I rammed straight through my own base. You gotta laugh though at these things. I mean, daft things happen. It's how you react to them. Normally I would have just probably lost my mind, you know, gone absolutely postal and, you know, got angry for no apparent reason. But no, that time I laughed because it was absurdly funny. Right. Wow. That's quite a wall already, and I haven't even done the underside. Okay. Typical. Man, this is going to take a while to set up. Once we've got all the systems in place, we're going to have to make sure we've got everything. And I just realised something else I've forgotten. Gyroscopes. I'm always forgetting gyroscopes. Huh? Right, one more quadrant to do, and then we'll add in some gyros. It's going to be interesting trying to figure out how many we're going to need to move this baby. Probably need maybe half a dozen. And we've got quite a few places, actually, we can actually place them. I think that's the beauty of big designs like this, you know, like in this case asteroid killers, because of the fact that we can sort of go to town on it a bit. Right. So gyros, here we go. I'm going to put in quite a few here because if developing the Heaven's Gate has taught me anything, for something this sort of size, we're going to need a few. Actually, let's go inside the ship a minute. Still need to finish off this back end though. Oh, this is pretty cool. Being able to sort of see a little outside the ship a little. Oh, I've now got a better idea here. Right. Gonna take that, take T-junction, in there, And then what we're going to do is we're going to add in a cargo pod. So we've got access to things in the hold if needs be. That's pretty cool. Right. Over here, we'll add in a few interior lights. Not sure what I'm going to do around here, if anything. Alright. Hold on, that one's up against the wall. Ah, snap. Bottom of the top is on the there. Yeah. Then what we can do here, add in a little extra landing area. Typical. Always running out of energy when I'm doing these jobs. I'm probably way over an hour by now. Honestly, I've not been keeping track on my time. Oh, I've got some good ideas here. Okay. Now, well, I have that in like that. Then we're going to need to somehow build a dome over the top of this. Oops. Okay, let's start that. Wow. Okay. That is looking quite epic. Right. So if we start here, Yeah. Okay, can do that. Yeah. Oh, missed a bit. Oops. Damn. Didn't mean to do that. Actually, now we've got plenty of places for connection points that can stay closed in. Okay. Now, that then closes that in nicely there. That creates like a nice sort of domed area for the... Oh, this is a better idea. One item I've never used, not the exhaust pipe because that does look good, but it's the heat vent. Bugger. Character tools, sorry. Start clearing the decks a little because we are using quite a lot of different parts here. Okay, is the heat, as I said, is the heat vent. If I can put my cursor on it, I've always wanted to use one of these. Okay, so if I look at the bottom end of the ship, is okay. I mean, we can taper some of that in a minute. I mean, because after all, we are going to have to create a sealed container. Because if I do that either side of that door, there, I do similar there. Bring up the passageway. Where's the passageway gone? There we are. Because in passageway 3 you've got the frame, which I think would look ideal and epic in there. On top of that, this needs to be filled in. I'm going to go with the one with a light in here. Right, so we've got a way into the reactor core as well. quality. No, why am I? That should be airtight. Like that. But this bit here, I'm going to taper this off like this, just for style. And the same on this side as well. All it started out was as an imagination. Now it's starting to come to fruition. Still a lot to be desired for, still a lot of work to do, a bit of artistic styling as well, maybe. This moment in time, it's just really now a case of waiting for a lot of these fundamental systems to be built. I mean, a lot of this array at the front is still waiting to be built as well. Probably going to need a load of gold or something. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to leave it here for now. I'm going to let the simulation run. Let it build up a lot of the ship. And then I think next episode we're going to then start putting in a little bit of artistic licensing. Once we know we've got everything in place. I mean, if we need to go mining, we'll do some mining, things like that. And yeah, we'll see where this leads. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. And I'll catch you next time on Archangulus Gaming. Remember to be nice, be happy, be kind to each other. Remember, it's better to give than to receive. Alright guys, have a Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.